always make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
From the 50, it's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Watson now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Here's Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. After marching down the field, only getting through there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Watson now going to run the option right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Raiders at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. A shotgun snap for Watson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Quick throw to Olave.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action. Now Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. In motion goes the tight end. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Kamara. is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
How about how they spread the field in their formation? All those receivers running around, and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments. And guess who pays the price? The quarterback, as he gets dumped.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this one is right down Broadway. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on second down. Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Again, they'll throw with Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Carr will try it again on second down. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
One down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Olave. He's got the first down and more. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2.
Saints 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 64 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it a 9-point game. is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Carr now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable. Nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down following a gain of 6. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw his car.
Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
run. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his left. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Kamara. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
Fournette, a first down carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
At the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fournette running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Saints have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Watson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Raiders 36, Saints 35.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Carr. Pass incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing his Carr. Steps away. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some room to work.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
On second down, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Saints, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
for. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say